Hello viewers, welcome back to Reflections. In this channel, we discuss ideas of how to improve our parenting, on how to to foster positive relationships with our children, and how to help them to grow up to become functional members in society. I am Matilda, a secondary school teacher in Kenya and guidance and counseling psychologist. Today, we want to continue discussing smart disciplining. As we said in the previous episode, discipline is more than just administering punishments when our children go wrong. Discipline is a proactive process. Discipline involves educating children to produce the required outcomes. The Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it. When I was young, my father trained us in the way we should go. He was a scholar, a great scholar. My mother, a secondary school teacher. So our home was full of books. And naturally, we just knew that reading, that succeeding in academic work is the way to go, because that is the atmosphere that was in the home. When I was in class 5, I remember my dad brought home a big Webster's dictionary. He brought a big Cambridge encyclopedia, and he would teach us how to use those books. Every time we asked a question, he would refer you to the Cambridge encyclopedia. Why don't you check here? Look, this is how we use it. You see? So from that tender age, we were already trained to become scholars. It's like he was deliberately channeling us towards becoming, towards achieving academically. Then he set very, I should say, strict rules to guide us, to govern how we conducted business at home. We had a curfew. 6 p.m. was the latest hour you were allowed in his house. If you came later than that, you had a lot of explaining to do. And of course, the consequences would follow. We were not allowed to go playing in our neighbors' places. Neighbors were always allowed to come home, play with us as long as we wanted, even share meals with us, but not the other way around. Daddy reasoned that in our home there was guaranteed supervision. Someone would be there to supervise. Maybe my mother, maybe the caretaker, or maybe Daddy himself would be, if he was available, he would be supervising our play. But he was not sure who was in the neighbor's place to be taking such a, to be tasking themselves with that job. We were not allowed to go for sleepovers in relatives' places or in friends' places unless mommy accompanied you or daddy was with you. We had duties for cleaning up, duties for cooking when we were older, even though we had a house help. So this is the structure he provided, and he prayed a lot for his children. And by the grace of the Lord, his children turned out well. At least all of them were educated. All of them had at least the first degree. Some proceeded to the second degree. We thank God for that. So discipline involves structure, providing structure for our children, setting rules for them, setting rules concerning their screen time, if they have television, if they have phones, setting rules concerning their bedtime, concerning their study time, concerning their friendships, all those things. As a parent, you need to sit down, ask yourself, where do I see these children 18 years from now? What are the outcomes that I desire for my children? You see, kids are young and they are naive. They don't have as much experience as you do. They are not exposed to the world, to the economics of the world, to the structure of the world. It is us as parents to teach them. So at a young age, you are the one to provide the general direction that your children should take. Number two, we need to start identifying the areas of gifting for our children. As Miles Monroe says, everyone is gifted. Everyone was born with something that they can do in this world. So, you are the first person, the contact person with your child. You should be able to start seeing where your child is gifted and start nurturing that gift at an early age. Maybe your child has a good voice. Maybe they're the kids who wake up in the morning and start making music. Appreciate that. Tell her, Mary, you have such a beautiful voice. Mary, you can sing. Or maybe your kid loves playing football. All the time they say they want to play football. They ask you to buy them a ball. Already start identifying that. Start seeing how you're going to be nurturing that. Maybe even helping him to develop a career out of that. Maybe your child loves design, loves to stitch. Already encourage that. And can you see, even when you make your children feel like they can achieve, when you make your children feel like they are of importance, they have something good going for them, you're already coming in discipline. When we are positively disposed, when we are happy inside, it is very rare that we involve ourselves in discipline. You are already setting them on a path they want to achieve. He says, I am a footballer. I can become like those international footballers. He's already attuning his mind to something to do. He wouldn't have a lot of time to start looking for drugs, to start looking for validation elsewhere. So, the last thing I want us to look at today is authority. Let it be known in your home that you are the authority, that you are the one who has the final say, that whatever you decide, it is what is going to be followed in your home, at least until everyone reaches 18 years. I see many parents, I don't know if they are too afraid of their children or just too lenient. They allow their kids to push the boundaries. Mama says, Mary, it is time for you to take your bath. Switch off the television. Go and take your bath. Mary says, okay, Mom, I'm going to do so. But Mary doesn't get up from the couch where she's sitting. She continues sitting there. Second time, Mary, I said, get to the bathroom this minute. Go and take your bath. Okay, Mom, I'm just finishing. Mary is still sitting there. Mary, why aren't you going to the bathroom? I'm saying, go to the bathroom. Mary is still sitting there. Finally, the parent just resigns. Mary, you continue sitting there. Your water is getting cold. And that is all. Mama goes to sleep. Mary is left there watching TV. So what is this? You are teaching your child. Effectively, you are telling them that Mama can be pushed, that this boundary can be pushed just a little bit. So what happens when they're adolescents? You're going to have a lot of trouble, a lot of power struggles with them. So let us learn as parents, as early as is possible, to start stamping our authority. To just know that we are the parents. We have been given responsibility by the Lord Himself to bring up these children, to train them up in the way they should go. Let us put our foot down. Let us follow with consequences every time a rule is broken. Thank you, viewers. We shall pick up from there.